You got to know it's God that's to determine. It's him that give you power, the ability to get wealth. It's God, right? It's God that give you strength and give you power, give you even the ingenuity, right? And some people say, I'm not built that way. People say they're not built for this. You need to first of all ask God what you built for, because I ain't quick to say what I'm not built for, right? I understand I got to go through the process to get through the good, the bad, the ugly, the mountains, the valleys, the process to become great. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know you can't cheat the hustle, you can't cheat the process. You get what I'm saying? Also, this though, don't be deceived. Some of y'all saying, "Oh, well, God don't want me to have it." Sometimes, yeah, the devil is trying to block it. He's trying to block it, but what's what God say, right? If God tell you to go get your stuff, you better go get your stuff. Like, when I tell you, if God tell you to go get it, you better go get it. So a prayer that I like to say, a lot of things I like, a lot of times, not a lot of times, I always say, "God, this is what you got for me," right? Ain't talking about what man say, ain't talking about when somebody trying to force on you, what somebody trying to push on you, like what you say, right? What you saying in the midst of whatever opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the midst of knocking at whatever door, you get what I'm saying? Like, because what God got for you, what's really for you, it's for you. But at the same time, you still got to go get it, right? And sometimes it's you, like, continually, you know what I'm saying, like staying in pursuit of greatness, like staying in, well, it's always that, but just you going through the process. A lot of people, they don't want to go through the process, so they be like, "Oh, well, it won't meant to be." No, I ain't quick to say nothing ain't meant to be. If God told me that I'm supposed to have it, then I'm going to get it. And I don't say that in no boastful way. I say that because it's lined up with the word, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's lined up with the word. Second of all, like, I'm talking to God, like, I see him for myself, right? And I say the same thing, like, see him for, ask him. Like, ask him, well, is this what you want from me, God? If God already been telling you a business for like 10 years and whatever else, like, start taking those steps. Like, know that he got you. Like, and even if you got to, here's another thing too. I ain't telling you, let me see how many seconds I'm at. I'm at 30 something seconds, so I got a little time. But if I run out of go to my next video, because I think I'm gonna make these a few shorts. But start taking that step, right? I learned real entrepreneurs, the ones, they take consistent action, they decide often, they take consistent action, they consistently, you got to take the first 3 steps just to know the next step, right? So take consistent action in whatever you trying to do, whatever your endeavor is. Another thing, I'm a firm believer of, why you trying to build whatever, work. Like, and that might, I'm who was that? I can't even remember exactly what, but I will say this. If you are, on your journey to entrepreneurship or whatever, like, I'm a firm believer in, if you got to work 3 jobs till you get that business right where it need to be. If you got to work 2 jobs till you get your own business right where you need to be. I'm a firm believer in that. You do what you got to do to be able to handle your business at home. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't like, a lot of times people don't tell people that, like, they jump out and become an entrepreneur, but they ain't got it might take you 10 years to get that business where you need to be. What you gonna do in the meantime? That's my thing. Like, that's why I got that mentality like that. They understand you might gotta work XYZ, 20 side hustles, whatever, until you get it right where you need to have it. So I am, I'm for people to get out, as long as it's a registered, a legitimate job. You can show me on paper you got this registered LLC, this S corp, this whatever, type of business. If they legitimate, then you grind and you work. You ask God where to send, like, where should you be at in this season, and do what you gotta do. Also, I got a mentality that says you not to look down on any respectable, I don't even say just respectable, any real legitimate job. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't look down to that. I don't look down to that, but at the same time, I am wise enough, like, to know too that you ain't got to settle either, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's wherever, whatever, like, I ain't gonna say temporarily, I would just say this, like, you don't have to settle and just continue to level up. But do what you gotta do in the meantime. That's all I'm gonna say. Do what you gotta do, handle your business, as long as it's a legitimate job. All these businesses out here, you know what I'm saying? God got the right one for you. Always pray and ask. You know what? That's a whole nother video. when you get ready to, just take steps in whatever direction. What really spoke to me was this person is a multi-millionaire, if not already billionaire. They said I don't try to do any endeavor without praying and fasting first. And I was like, wow, that wasn't powerful. And I see why they so successful. So when y'all just out here working these 9 to 5s, like if they doing that, if he doing that, then I know that definitely should tell some of me if I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, or whoever else, that we definitely need to do, you know what I'm saying? And this is for my tribe too, so if you don't get down like that and do the same for you, you can keep scrolling. But the ones, like I said, my tribe, we already know, that's what, like, you need to definitely pray. Pray before you take on any job, before you try to apply for any, like, ask God to lead and guide. You ain't trying to be everywhere. You don't even need to be associated with a whole lot of mess, no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and God, even he already know the managers there. He already know before you get there. He already know the whatever, the supervisors and whatever. Like, he already ahead of you. Like, and that's another thing. Don't be trying to be worried about when things try to go ahead of you and run ahead of you. Like, they try to block you. Don't be worried about it, because they ain't ahead of God. Anywho. Yeah, I wanted to get on here just for a second today. My main words of wisdom was to let you know that God wants you to have it. Don't be sitting there thinking that this is, what do they say, like you see a roadblock. I don't even like to call it a block. Like, the way they say, if it's a mountain, God created you to climb over it. You got, what do they say? They say, you see a mountain in front of you, already know he already created the ingenuity in you to climb that mountain. If he put it in your way, oh my God, I want to go there today. If he put it in your way, he already gave you way. He already gave you either don't go through it, go around, like, navigate it with him. See, you talk big talk. How you talk so bold? I've been talking like that since I was a kid, since I was out of the womb, all right? Death and life lies in the power of the tongue, for one. It's the word. For the righteous is bold as lions. That's what the words tell me. I don't know. He just how he anointed me. It ain't that I'm faithful in him. Like, I'm confident in him. I ain't confidence in me. If it was up to me, then child, please. Like, I don't stand up if me without God. Oh, I don't stand a chance. I already know that. Like, what? But me with him, me trusting him, me being his hand all over my life and in my life. Like, that's facts. And when I speak, I don't speak about things that we talk about the good. What's the name of my channel? Unfiltered. You know where that name came from? 2015, when I first started my channel. About the good, the bad, the ugly. We showing up unapologetically great. We got to be everything that God called us to be. I don't care who like it and who don't. They ain't create me. They ain't design me. So that's where that came from. It came through going through the process. It came through going through the process. The good, the bad, the ugly, and realizing that who you living for. You living for him or you living for them? All right? Now I'm living for him, but I'm coming for my audience too. So I'm here for them, and when I live for him, I'm gonna immediately impact y'all. All right. So when I do what he want me to do, I'm gonna have impact. That come with the territory. Anywho though. So yeah, I knew who I knowing who you are. When we talked about the power of sitting with yourself, sitting with self. Learning you before you ever turn on that camera. I ain't come to this camera for no validation. I knew who I was before I ever turned that camera on. And I thank God for that too. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes y'all just need to go through the process. Like, y'all need to, go through the process before you just immediately turn on the camera. You don't should be thinking, I'm going to turn on the camera and just get all these thousands and thousands of followers. I guess that's what it's about now. It seems like just but now what it's really about is you doing the thing that you were created to do. Remember, look, I'm just talking to y'all right now. Be real, for one. I ain't gonna say if you stutter, then stutter. I mean, I don't know if that's a good example. Maybe I shouldn't use that example. But if you say every 5 minutes, say that, all right? If you know you ain't on glam up and wear no, like today I got a full face, but I got this cap on, right? So I've been rocking caps. Stay true to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay true to you, whatever it is. If you know you're not a makeup guru, you ain't got to get on no camera with no 50, the latest eyeshadow, the latest highlighter, and whatever, lipstick's popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, be you, be real for one. All right? Who was that said, be yourself because everybody else is taken? Also, too, whatever you invest in, it's gonna come out. I invest in wisdom, y'all. And when at the age of 21, I studied the book. You talking about somebody like was like studying the book of Proverbs, like wanted wisdom, like seeking God for wisdom. So when I open up my mouth, I ain't just rambling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, but too, my channel is based on wisdom is definitely, a factor. But also too, we talk about facts and receipts. Your girl can show you on paper. All right, we got them facts, receipts, and truth over here. So I don't just that way. I ain't just telling y'all what I think. I'm telling you what I know for sure, and then I can show you on paper. Anywho, so I just feel like that's another thing, right? Being able to like back it up with whatever you saying. That's all I'm like, whatever, and maybe that's the word for you if that's what your thing about. But for example, when I say I'm an author, not to keep holding up my book, but here go my book. You get what I'm saying? Like I ain't just saying I'm an author and then I'm gonna show you if that's what you need. And I think it's not even so much just being showy. It's just so much as you got so much mess out here now. People need to see facts and receipts. They need to say, well, when did you go through that? You know what I'm saying? And then how did you make it out of that, right? So that's why I be passionate about single moms, first generation college students getting their education, getting their degrees, because I don't been through the good, the bad, the ugly. Been through all the processes and multiple degrees. About to flunk out of college. Praying to ask God, please don't let me lose my financial aid in these scholarships. You know how many times I prayed that prayer? Child. But I had to wake up though. I had to wake up and get that work done. Anywho, we already at 5 minutes today, and I do got a lot of stuff to get done today, so I'm just gonna stop it right here because I already got some shorts to add to this today. But yeah, do the thing. I do the thing, whatever it is that thing that's in your heart. You pray and you ask God about. He already, especially if he already don't show you like 1,000,001 times what it was, right? It ain't at this point. It ain't even him. He waiting on you. At this point, he waiting on you, right? Like, go ahead through the process, because we don't even know how long the process might take. So go ahead and get started. Anywho, all right. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.